All right, one Sparta 123. Today I'm going to do a quick update video on the CNH Precision optic plate. As you can see, the RMR is mounted. It's much slower and it looks all sexy, right? This has the 10.8 performance recommended front sight, which I confirmed the point of aim, point of impact does match the elevation for the new stuff. This has a true glow fiber optic up front. The reason this is kind of taking me some time is because I've had some issues with this. The gunsmith that I took it to failed to put Loctite on the main screw that locks it in back here. And so I zeroed that day and I didn't notice any particular issues. After I zeroed on my carry ammo, I went out, I forgot how long afterwards, but I went out sometime after that to the range again. And I proceeded to put somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 rounds. So the 300 rounds, and I thought I was having a bad day. I'm like, what's going on, man? I'm like, I know I'm rusty, but not this rusty. Like I've never been this bad. So I was doing my 25-yard drills and stuff like that, and was completely not even on paper. That's never been an issue for me. So I was like, all right, let's give myself the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I'm rusty. So then I walk up to the 10-yard line and I press the shot off. Shot goes way left, like extremely left. I was like, okay, something's going on. So once I determined something was going on, I checked in with my iron sights. Yes, they do still co-witness, just barely. But I checked in with my iron sights, and when I checked in with my iron sights, you can see now that my dot's pretty much co-witnessed with it, right? Well, when I checked in, the dot was like way off to the side. I forget if it was the left or the right, but it was way off to the side, so I was like, okay, something's going on. Either my zero walked or my mounting solution is jacked. So I start looking at the gun, and then I start trying to wiggle things, and I grab the whole optic and the optic plate and try to wiggle it, and sure enough, lo and behold, it started wiggling. And once I confirmed that it was in fact jacked, I came to the conclusions like, yeah, that'll do it. That will jack up your zero. So came home that day, and after I came home, I took the screw out all the way. I went ahead and applied blue thread locker, nothing crazy, because I've had bad experience with putting too much blue thread locker, and then put the screw back in there. Went back out to the range again some other time. I forget the timeline of it all because it's been a few weeks. But went back out to the range, had another range session. Everything seemed pretty kosher once I got my stuff zeroed again, so I burned more carry ammo. And that day I probably put another 100 or 150 rounds through it. I'm like, okay, it might be okay. So after that range session, I came back home, and I had, prior to going out, once I had Loctite at the initial time, I went and witness marked everything. Because I'm like, all right, if it walks, I want to know that it's going to walk. So I witness marked the main mounting screw and then the RMR screws. So I was like, all right, I will visibly be able to tell if it walks. And I came back home and noticed that the main optic mounting screw was not 100% lined up with my witness mark. So like, did it walk? So I got the bit for it, and I went ahead and tightened it, and it did tighten a little bit. I was like, it might have walked a little bit. So I poured a boatload of blue thread locker in there this time, and I have yet to take it out to the range again to test it. I'm giving it one more chance because, the first time I was like, okay, screw the gunsmith because you know better to put thread locker on your screws, and he didn't do that. There was no evidence of any sort of thread locker on that screw. I saw there was evidence on the RMR screws, but not on the mounting plate screws. So screw that guy. So I was like, okay, give it the benefit of the doubt. The second time when I put thread locker, I didn't go crazy because, again, like I said, it was like, okay, maybe I didn't put enough. This time I put quite a bit of blue thread locker on it. So if it walks, I'm going to give it one more chance. And if it walks after the next thing, which I'll basically go to a higher strength thread locker, if it walks after that, I'm done with it. I'm going back to factory. I will pay the extra money to switch my iron sight back over, and I will consider this a waste of money and be a very unhappy customer because, as you all know, ammo is not cheap. I pay for all my ammo. I don't live at the range. This costs money. So at this point, I have over 300 to 400 rounds through this system with issues. So that at current market ammo prices is, let's say 100 rounds of that is carry ammo. Let's call that $1 a round, $100 in carry ammo. And then ball ammo is somewhere around, 50 to 65 cents, depending where you get it, right? So yeah, I have literally hundreds of dollars in ammo right now in this new setup. So if it's not squared away after this, like I said, after this time, and I'll give it the one more chance, then I'm done with it. At this point, I haven't made a video just because I have been going through issues, and I can't tell you guys like, yeah, it's great, go ahead and buy it. Presentation, all that stuff is awesome. Like when everything properly works, it's awesome. The problem is that I'm not thoroughly convinced yet that this mounting solution with the screw is squared away. So give me some time, guys. I don't live at the range. Like I said, this is not cheap. I will probably end up at the range sometime in June, so I'm thinking maybe mid-June, so give me a few weeks. But I want to give you guys something to munch on. Don't buy it as of yet. If you buy it, proceed at your own risk. And know that I told you so. So as of right now, it is not a recommend, but I'm not giving up on it as of yet. I'll give it, like I said, last couple tries. I'll put another 100 rounds through it. And mind you, the ammo that I shoot is 124 NATO. It's not, 115 powder puff load. So, that is also a factor. My carry ammo is 124 plus P plus underwood loading of Spear Gold Dot. So keep that in mind. If it is going to fail, it is going to fail under what I am doing to it. Granted, I'm not beating the crap out of the Optic, but out of normal shooting conditions, if it's going to fail on hot ammo. So as of right now, that's all I got for you guys. Again, give me time. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And like I said, I'm not going to 100% give up as of yet. Another quick data point is a buddy of mine just got his Staccato this year, so he got the sexy threaded barrel and all that stuff. And as of right now, Staccato is doing the optics plate separately, so that was out of stock, and he ended up going with this. He has yet to encounter any issues, but he doesn't have nearly the amount of rounds through his as I do. So, data point, right? Maybe I got a lemon. Maybe it was installation error. I'm hoping it's just installation error because I really want to like it. So I'm being transparent with you guys. And if all is well after the next range session and nothing moves, then I will give it the thumbs up and say, go ahead, go for it. And I will be taking this to a individual CQB at Alliance July, second week of July, sometime around there. So I'll be taking this to an individual CQB class. I will be running this in addition to my short barrel and doing good stuff. So I'm trying to get it squared away and figure everything out before I tell you guys to go out and buy it. But this is Sparta123 signing out.